All right, shalom, shalom, boys. Here, well, out and about, going to knock out another project right quick. But I've been extremely busy. There's just been a lot going on, all positive, all good. It's just a lot of opportunity, a lot of things that need to be done, a lot of things that need to be moved, a lot of things that need to be set up, a lot of things that need to be started, completed. It's just a lot when it comes to homesteading. But I really do thank the Father for it because I'm not concerned about all of the worldly things that people are concerned with, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to have positive things going on and invest in your time, your energy, and your effort in resources and in things and in people. That's going to get a good spiritual, relational, economic benefit across the board, whether it's, projects or people. But, I was thinking, because I tell, people all the time, the beautiful thing about being debt free and being out in the country is that, your monthly expenses and our monthly expenses, just basic bills, come to about $600-700 a month. So, I say all the time, I can take care of that in a day's worth of work, or I do take care of that in a day's worth of work. But one of the things that, and it's interesting because one of the things that I have not considered, one of the things that I have not really taken into consideration is gas prices. Now I'm looking at gas prices, $2.70 a gallon right now. Now, me personally, why I don't include gas prices in my monthly expenses, even though I have estimated that I am spending about $500 a month, $600 a month in gas. And that's not even with me necessarily traveling far every day, because my average commute, if I'm doing run-ins, my average commute is probably a half hour or less. So that's the farthest away I'm going typically to complete a project. Right now, I'm like, 25 minutes away from the land, and I like being close to, being able to make money close to where I am. But that's my monthly expenses, what I figure when it comes to gas. And so, man, my monthly, I'm spending damn near 90% of my basic income or basic expenses comparatively on gas. That's phenomenal. So, I was thinking about that. And the reason why I really don't take into consideration gas prices is because every time I'm doing a project, it's worked into the cost of, it's always worked into the cost of the project. So, that's just how we do pricing in terms of us contractors. We take into consideration everything, materials, all of this stuff. So we don't really necessarily look at it as gas as an expense because, again, it's worked into the cost. But, I was thinking, because this is the first time I've actually analyzed this, really thought this thing through. How does it affect others? Now, could you imagine you're working a minimum wage job and your monthly expenses are much higher than $700 a month? And in addition to that, in order to get back to work, let's say you got an hour commute. Damn, an hour commute? Could you imagine that? So you got this hour commute, and it's a long commute. You could be spending anywhere between $500, $600, $700 a month in expenses, in gas expenses. I mean, people, people say modern day slavery. If you're just making just enough to pay for gas, for the basic expenses, and you can barely do that, you're just going to work to pay bills. That's it. That is modern day slavery. I saw a quote on Facebook that basically said, "Who has it better, a slave or a modern day slave worker?" You know what I'm saying? Or a modern day Walmart worker, or you know what I'm saying? Any basic job. You know what I'm saying? A CNA, a front desk clerk. You know, anybody that's making a low slave wage job. Do they have it better? Who has it better? You know, I think that slavery definitely has been rebranded and repackaged as to where, you know, you give them a little social media, you give them bread and circus, you give them Roku, you give them a TV that they can get free TV on. You know, it's amazing. These new flat screen TVs, they connect to the internet. I didn't know because I haven't purchased a TV in a very long time, but apparently you can connect your TV directly to the internet and use it independent of anything. It's amazing, the technology. This shows how much I watch actual TV. But it's amazing, the technology today. So if you got people that, you know, if they're content with that, you know, they content with that. But man, those who want better in this cycle, this is why I say real skills, real assets, real friends. But let me get in here, we're at the job site. You ready to work?
Yeah.
You ready to get something to eat afterwards?
Yeah.
You know,
Can we go to buffet?
I tell you, real skills, it's a beautiful thing.